Gear up for all the new Grand Theft Auto Online content and future DLCs like Gunrunning with G2A with the link in the description, and use code BOSS for an extra discount. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how much money you should probably save up for the GTA Online gun running military-themed DLC. Now, before we jump into this today, one thing I've noticed a lot that players are getting is $500,000 for free from Rockstar. So these are just a couple of examples from people that have tweeted at me really over the last couple of hours, and people are starting to get $500,000 from Rockstar. I don't know really what this is for. The only explanation that Rockstar has offered is what it looks like on the, loading screens where they say $500,000 has been deposited into your Maze Bank account to help keep your criminal enterprises firing on all cylinders, which is what they've been saying for a while now. So I wonder if this $500,000 donation is to help us get geared up for gun running. Regardless, that's a nice chunk of money right there that can help fund a lot of cars or start one of an MC business or help you start your CEO stuff. So that's pretty cool right there. Let me know either on Twitter or in the comment section down below if you've recently received this. Typically, it'll be random out of the blue, but I've noticed more so recently that a lot of people have been receiving this, and I wonder if Rockstar is starting to do that on purpose now. However, let's move on to the main topic of today, and that is how much money or how much you should start saving up for the Grand Theft Auto Online gun running DLC. So we're going to be talking about a couple things today. Some of that is going to be confirmed things that Rockstar have touched on, and others are just going to be pretty obvious guesses as to what other things will be arriving in this update itself. So let's talk about what Rockstar has told us so far, which is stock up and bunker down as you take on the craziest militias across the state of San Andreas, and another massive update for Grand Theft Auto Online, featuring brand new weaponized vehicles and exciting new missions. Get ready to fight for supremacy in the illegal arms trade and wage war with the latest and high-powered military hardware. So there's a couple things here that we really get. The first of which is stock up and bunker down. Now, we know from FundMW2's findings in the files of the game that there is a bunker icon for the map, and I am going to take a guess that bunkers are going to be a purchasable part of this update. It's going to be very similar to our MC clubhouses and our CEO offices. They're going to be our base of operations. So I think that these have the potential to be the most expensive. The MC clubhouses are like $250,000 to $500,000. The offices are $1 million to $4 million. It honestly would not surprise me if these military bunkers were anywhere from $5 to $10 million, just based off of how expensive all the other military items are in the game, whether that's the Insurgent or the Hydra, the Savage, or the Valkyrie. So that's going to be my guess, that it will probably be somewhere between $5 to $10 million for these bunkers, just because I do believe they're going to be incredibly expensive. Outside of the bunkers, Rockstar have confirmed that there's going to be brand new weaponized vehicle as well as high-powered military hardware. So I kind of get a good idea of what weaponized vehicles are going to be. I would imagine that's going to be, new armored and weaponized land vehicles. I'm going to imagine there's going to be some jets, possibly even more helicopters like the Hunter, something along those lines. So they're definitely going to be expensive. And if they're anywhere along the lines of the current vehicles that we see right now, I would say that those would be anywhere between $2 and $5 million, depending on what the vehicles do, and also depending on, how powerful they are, how many people they can sit, stuff like that. And then as far as high-powered military hardware goes, I'm not sure if Rockstar is talking about weapons or if they're talking about like anti-air vehicles or anti-land devices like a SAM turret or a SAM missile, something to take out jets and Hydras from the sky. They really haven't gone into a whole lot of detail there, so they've kind of left all those details up to us to really determine what those could be. And the only other thing they've confirmed is that there's going to be exciting new missions in the illegal arms trade. And I don't think you're really going to be spending money there outside of possibly putting an investment on the items you're going for, kind of similar to what happens with the import-export DLC or the finance and felony update, where you have to like buy the goods, and then when you come to sell them, that's when you make your money back. So that's the only way I could see you spending money on the missions, other than funding the one-time purchase of the military bunker. And that right there is everything that has been confirmed so far. The one paragraph that Rockstar has written on their newswire talking about what so far is going to be coming out in this update. Now, there's a bunch of other things that we can assume are going to be arriving in this DLC as well. Number one is going to be weapons. Now, that probably should have been obvious, but if it's gun running, Rockstar's probably going to have a big focus on the weapons itself. Now, there's also a chance that there could be more to the weapons than just buying them and using them. There could be some sort of customization for them. There could be new sorts of attachments or camouflages, so you've got to add that into the cost as well. I'm almost positive there's going to be brand new clothing added in this update as well, whether it's military gear or army stuff or kind of Black Ops, Special Ops gear. That could be pretty cool too, and it's probably going to be pretty pricey. And I'm imagining there's going to be a lot of other things as well, like accessories, so dog tags, hats, masks, stuff like that. Also, I could see haircuts being added into the game, kind of military militia style looks for both the males and the females. And who knows what other features Rockstar could add in the game with an update like this. With Import-Export, they added the ability to change our character's appearance, which is $100,000 each time you do it. They might add something massive into the game like Pegasus vehicle customization that might require you to pay an upfront fee to customize each one. Thus, Rockstar putting a huge premium on something like that. Now, there's 4 reasons why I believe this update is going to be particularly more expensive than even the other ones we've gotten in the game, like Bikers or Import-Export. The first reason is the amount of time since the announcement and when it's likely going to come into the game. So, it was announced that Gunrunning was going to be arriving on March 2nd, 2017. Now, the likely release date for this is probably going to be sometime in either May, but more likely going to be early June, when Rockstar has released other similar style DLCs in previous years. So if it is released in June, that will be over 3 full months that we've been aware that this update is going to be coming into the game. So I'm assuming Rockstar said, oh, that's plenty of time for them to start saving up and plenty of time for them to get ready for the update itself. Number 2 is the fact that Special Vehicle Circuit didn't have really any expensive items for us to buy. There was no clothing, there was no mask, there was no weapons, and the 4 vehicles that were added weren't all that expensive. Only one of them was over $1 million, and even that wasn't that expensive in the Progen GP1. So there wasn't a whole lot to buy. The cars were incredibly cheap. And Rockstar also gave us that huge timeline of about 3 months to let us know that a big DLC like this was coming. In fact, they even described it as another massive update for Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, another reason why I think it could be incredibly pricey is the fact that Rockstar is giving away all this money. I mean, they have to know that they're giving certain accounts millions, if not multiple millions of free dollars here by just donating them to help fund their criminal enterprises. I can only imagine that's for the upcoming Gunrunning DLC, or at least some of it in their intention should be. And then finally, last but not least, there's a lot of people that believe this Gunrunning update is going to be the last big DLC in Grand Theft Auto Online. As of right now, Red Dead Redemption 2 is still slated for fall 2017, and if this comes out in the late spring or summer and lasts at least till the middle part of that, it might be the last big update that Rockstar do for potentially a good while. And if that's the case, Rockstar want to maximize as much profit and as much money as they can get out of online, and if they make a bunch of expensive military items, that'll certainly generate a lot of cash for them. So those are my 4 reasonings right there. To kind of give you guys one amount that I think you're going to need, I'm going to stick firm and say that anywhere around 30 to 40, even upwards of $50 million to really buy everything is going to be what you're going to want. At a minimum, I would say close to $10 to $20 million. Now, when I say minimum, I mean buys you a bunker, buys a couple of the vehicles you want, 1 or 2 outfits, a couple weapons, and you're set. So really, it's all going to depend on your play style and how you want to go about taking advantage of the gun running stuff. If you want to be that guy that buys the most expensive bunker, has all the military items, has all the weapons, all the clothing, all the accessories, then you're probably going to be in that $40 to $50 million range. However, if you're content with the 1 to 2 to 3 vehicles, a couple outfits, you know, the most minimum bunker to make you the most money in the missions, you're probably going to be in that $10 to $20 million range. So as always, if more information is posted about gun running, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated, not only on the information itself, but also on the amount of money I think you're going to need, because there's nothing worse than having a new update come into the game and feeling like you're not prepared money-wise, where all your other crew members or friends are enjoying the content and you're still stuck struggling or trying to grind, and then you might have to break down and buy a shark card, which is obviously something I don't want you to do. And that's why every time new content is added into the game, I do a shark card giveaway on my Twitter. I'm very fortunate where I'm in a position where I can do these giveaways, and I try and make it a little bit easier for you guys to enjoy some of the content. So as always, I'll keep you guys updated on my channel, and you probably want to follow me on Twitter as well. Literally every week for the last couple months, we've been doing shark card giveaways, which I think is a lot of fun, and I know you guys get really excited about that. So let me know in the comment section down below, how much money do you think you're going to need for the Gunrunning DLC in Grand Theft Auto Online? Do you think it's going to be over 30 to 40 to 50 million dollars, or do you think it's going to be on the lower end, 10 to 20? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.